Welcome to episode number 425 of Simplifying Live with me, Shashank. I'm your host and the CEO of Simplifying. For those of you who have followed Simplifying over the last 10 years, you may know that we're known for doing bold things, be it our work, be it our work culture experiments, be it anything else. Bold and all in is what we do. So, after 10 years of running Simplifying and working with 92 airlines, airports, and other aviation related firms, I've decided to let go of all my stuff and go on a 1 year long sabbatical. You heard me right. Let me give you the background on why. 3 years ago, I was inspired by a TED talk I watched by Stefan Sagmeister. He is a Dutch designer based in New York City, and he takes a sabbatical once every 7 years. At that time, Simplifying was 7 years old. My book Soar was just coming out, and there was no way we could have taken a sabbatical no matter how inspired I was. So we instituted a work culture experiment in which we had compulsory vacation for all staff once every 7 weeks. So 1 week off every 7 weeks is what every staff got. And that experiment worked out so well that we got featured in Harvard Business Review as a case study, and then Forbes and CNBC and Inc. and other magazines. We did well. We had fun. The team had fun. Then, recently, in last December, I went to Cuba where for just a Christmas vacation. And for the first time in years, I was completely disconnected with no phone, no internet, forced disconnected, even more than our work culture experiments. While I had time to think and contemplate, I realized, hey, you know what? We've been working really hard over the last 10 years. Firstly, establishing a consulting company and then working at the rate of, on average, 9 clients a year and doing some pretty major stuff. We've had fun, we've grown as a team. Perhaps this is a better time for sabbatical. So I reached out to Stefan, my hero, or the person who had inspired me. You might have seen his TED talk as well. And completely expecting no reply on how he had done his sabbatical. But guess what? He did reply within 2 hours. We started talking, and he told me something that surprised me. He said when he first took his sabbatical, he did not just go off work himself for a year. He actually let go of his whole team, found them gigs for a whole year, and then went for a sabbatical so that he could completely tune out. And I was surprised, and I said, why did you do that? And he said, well, I had less than 10 people, and I thought if I did that, then I would completely disengage, and it worked really well. And I thought, wait a minute, Simplifying has less than 10 people, so why not do this? I spoke to my team upon my return from Cuba and communicated to them that this is what I intend to do. And they understood, and we decided together that they would be paid until they find other jobs, and I would help them as much as possible. And guess what? As of now, as of today, everyone in the Simplifying team has found other jobs. Of course, a year later, we can regroup and see if they want to come back. But it's totally their choice if they don't, and that's totally fine. And I truly cherish my team, as many of you would know. Some of them had stuck with me for half a decade, more than half a decade, almost 8 or 9 years. And it's been a fantastic ride. That's been the best part of this journey, working with incredible team members to do some amazing work. We've worked with clients and launched airplanes and launched new airlines and created a number of industry first marketing strategies, including hitting the Times Square, by the way. We were up on the Times Square once, written a book. So, with all that going on in the last 10 years, I think the time is now right to step back and pay attention to my other kids, not just the Simple Flying, which was my first baby, or Soar, which was my second baby, but my actual real kids who are just 2 and 4, and perhaps take some time off to travel, educate them, not just travel, but travel, educate them for a year, and do it together with my wife, whose complete support I have in this as well. So I'm excited. I'm just as nervous and scared. I appreciate all the words of encouragement and gasps I have had from my mentors as I embark on this latest experiment, which is the Simply Sabbatical for a year for the whole company. What does this mean? What's going to happen and what's not going to happen? We will continue publishing the airline marketing report, which is led by Dirk. The Simplifying Global Institute will continue running because the courses are created and you can just go sign up for learning from 10 years of experience in airline marketing. And I may do a couple of closed door corporate speaking engagements, and that's about it. The rest of it, consulting, training, is all going to be put on a pause for a year. And I am, as I said, scared and nervous, but I'm good scared. In Hebrew, there's a word called yira, which is being good scared. So I'm good scared, and I'm excited about this experiment that starts tomorrow. So this show, Simplifying Live, as much as I wanted to do it, Dirk talked me out of it, saying, what's the point of going on a sabbatical if you're going to do a daily live show? So this is the end of season 1 of Simplifying Live, which lasted for 2 full years, every single weekday, with episode number 425 today being the end of season 1. We'll rethink how we do season 2 and when we do it, but I can promise you it will be better than ever before. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this experiment. If you have taken a sabbatical, or if you know someone who has, please feel free to share their or your experience as well. I look forward to being in touch with you on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Meanwhile, you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you very soon. Thanks for all your support. Bye-bye.